stoppages in the opening minutes of the rounds of footy we've seen this season so far.
At least we've got one, Rod. Britt's gone to Conway.
Yeah, well done, Fridge. Tick for you, my friend. Chance here for Melton South out of the scrimmage as a hot footy hand pass out to the Social Club side. Yeah,
leadership.
Back from a broken hand. There's the ball up. We'll give that one to Fenton. Chapman couldn't gain possession. Socket off the ground there by Inglis in the Azapati direction. Will it sit for him? Decides to go the socket. Gathered by... Yet to get it past their half-forward line in the opening minutes. There's the tap. One by Fenton. Baker in and under. Bit of a scrimmage of players around the footy. Kick across the body. Social Club side of the centre. There's the ball up. Tap. One by Fenton. Baker overrunning it. Chance here for Collie. Quick hands to Anchor. Remarkably done. Been good.
Been really good.
There's the ball up. Tap. Give that one to Fenton as well. Quick kick out of the kid. It's about 45 metres away from the Melton South goal. They kick to the golf club end. Wyatt goes for a hopeful hand pass over the head more than anything else.
A fist at that ball and getting it out into the open, Todd, instead of grabbing it when you've got two players that are converging on you.
Baker went with the soccer out of the congestion, only as far as the 4 round the Devils, about 50 metres away from their goal. If you've just joined us, welcome to Apple 98.5 FM. Match of the round, Darley hosting Melton South. Dylan Conway, who booted 5 in the opening term to set up this 29-point lead for the Panthers. Be a repeat stoppage, Ducks. Well, Dan Roy will be looking for an immediate response from the Devils, who took their time to get out of their respective huddle. Let's just hope the message is sunk in as Wyatt. Oh, that's holding the ball.
Well, Todd, next time he lines up for goal, I'm going to send out a golf tee for him.
Mulligan. Anyway, they combine with hand pass here to Melton South to Callis. Might have caught one high. The umpire called play on by 4 goals. There's the ball up. Just pushed out of the contest was Fenton, but the umpire just let it go. Ball sits here for Sullivan. He just ran into...
That's ridiculous.
There's the tap, one by Fenton, but it went straight to his opponent there in Drans when he was dispossessed by Young. Hurried right foot kick there. A goal apiece in this second term. Needless to say, Conway got Melton South. So he has 6 of their 7. Can you believe it? Fair individual effort. There's a snap out of the congestion there from the Devil. Social Club side of the ground. There's the ball up. Armageddon, dark grey skies overhead here at Darley Park, but still no rain to speak of. T. Collie got a 10.5 minutes remain. Darley with the ball inside 50. Can they get a score here? Make this game a little bit more even come the half-time break. The up from the Darley goal. Tick over a minute to go, second term. We'll give Fenton that tap. With strength was Hurst, who got it over to Mepstead. Right foot kick towards half-back was a couple of minutes here. Darley 3-6-24, trail Melton South 7-4-46. Conway, the star up forward, has 6. Single goal scorers for Darley. Hanson, Inglis and Banner. Wyatt has the other for Melton South. Tap one by Drans, but knocked the ball inside 50. Jake Thornton Gilling. So just the one goal for the Panthers in that second term to Conway. So Darley for their amount of edge.
There. A couple of free kicks could have been awarded there.
There's the ball up. Tap one by Dranson. Got it to Lloyd. Clever. Forced the dummy. Fly at the back was...
About him, Todd.
Yes, there's the ball up.
Hanging on.
Neither player can gain any ascendancy. Fenton's bailed up. Brett on Conway, I see. Might have missed the boat there. Probably should have started that way. Chance here.
I talked myself into it.
Inglis. Dispossessed. Hand.
That at critical stage, Van Leith.
There's the ball up. Tap one by Young in the end, actually, for the Devils. But they'll get out of trouble. There's the ball up. Dransman to do the ruck work. Won that tap. Good tackle there by England. Darley goal. They trail by 15 points. Been playing near 14.5 minutes in this third term here. Through traffic, right foot kick there was Young, was up at 40 metres out from the Darley goal. They trail by 9 points. 6-8, trails 8-5. Tap, won by the Panthers. They went boundary side, tackle applied. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up for...
It makes such a big difference in Conway. They've just completely shut him out of the game for a quarter and a half, Todd.
Yeah, well, it helps when the ball's up the goal.
Spiteri's work rate's fantastic in this quarter too, Todd.
Tap one by Fenton, only as far as wide. Goal who kicked to the Grey Street or Town End in this third term. Not a breath of wind to speak of, just some dark cloud overhead, but no rain to speak of. Hurrying here, well, attacking side of the centre for the Panthers. There's the ball up, tap one by Fenton, only as far as Pendlebury, who hacks the ball for. Darley got within 9 points. But it's back out to 23 now as they go through the middle. They're running out the quarter well here, Melton South. Could have been a free kick for Melton South, lead by 23 points. Dransman with the big thump, gained about 8 or 9 metres for his side. Thornton Gillen in front of as a party. Thornton Gillen given his influence this afternoon.
Good matchup.
There's the ball up. Baker over his man. Now, Darley got within 9 points in that third quarter, but the Panthers did steady. Brad Inglis is trying hard today. He's tackled, bailed up. The umpire says, I'll have. But it's a wonder he didn't penalise himself for throwing the ball there, albeit up in the air.
He might have tried something different and bounce it.
Dransman just hacks the ball out of the air. Oh, there's a nice mark taken there by the debutant there.
It was like young Tanner was looking for Danny when he was having to kick the kick out here at Darley Park when he was younger, Todd.
That's it. And he still would have been taller than Danny.
and new establishment here, they're going to put a statue up of Danny Duggan.
Oh, good. Looks like there's going to 67 Melton South lead, Darley 44. True centre wing, Social Club side of the ground. Hack kick forward there by Inglis. Banner. Ground for the Panthers. They lead by 24 points. Tap one by Fenton to Young. What's he going to do here? Good hands to Spiteri. Spiteri goes 6. 13-point advantage to the Panthers. 10.5 minutes gone. Final term. Next possession, all important out of the middle. Ankrum gathers, bailed up. Umpire says, I'll have it. Ball it up. Bit of a heavy track in the middle of the ground there for the Devils, given the rain over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
No excuse to walk off the ground with clean knee.
Lions won the grand final in the cricket here.
Need another push here. Well, they did win it in Ballarat, but back-to-back the Darley Lions.
Led by Brad Barnes.
Ball gets to half forward, just scooped out.
Thornton Gillen. Or was it Tiger Woods is still out there with the long sleeve?
No, he couldn't have 2 divots in a day. There goes, out of the middle goes Chapman in the Conway direction. Just and the stalemate again, Fridge.
Yeah, no, he might get a couple of more possessions, the umpire here.
There's the ball up. Neither ruckman bothered to even contest that in the end, really. It just bounced on its end inside 50 here.
There you go.
It's a 40th ball up of the afternoon. There's the tap, one by Fenton, only as far as White, who's bailed up, dropped the footy. Umpire calls play on. Another good second effort.
Hey, Jake, any cool?
16.5 minutes gone. There's the ball up. Tap one by Fenton. How will it bounce? Favourably for the debutant there in Bibby, who thumped the ball forward in the Conway direction. Stiff.
He will be tonight.
There's the ball up. Tap one by Dransman. Held without it was Thornton Gillen. The umpire didn't see it. There'll be another repeat stoppage. Yeah, ball up 40 for this on Melton South 76, Darley 56. Devils pushed there for a 6 or 7 minute window, but could have had their hearts broken by...
Faithful at Melton South was screaming for holding the ball. Holding 9.
Well, he barely gained possession before he was taken to the ground. And I don't know whether they can get 21 points in 10 minutes, Darley. But Conway grabs it out of the ruck. Has a shot on goal, but it dribbles away. And
between Notman and Brett there, geez, they both stood up feeling sorry for themselves.
We'll give that tap to Tanner, but it only went as far as Sullivan, who sent the ball to the top of the square. Pendlebury, the fly here on half forward for Darley, outer side of the ground. They'll get out of trouble here through Pendlebury. Left foot kick stoppage here as the clock ticks down to about 90 seconds remaining. Cadman did some nice work in the ruck on that occasion. Waiting at ground level was Inglis. He was tackled, taken on the ground. It'll be ball up number 50 for this final term. Darley 62, trail Melton South 90. Melton South have led at every change and have answered every challenge. There's the youngster there in Bibby. He gets the last percentage, today unfolds after 28 days of absent football. We get play underway. It's Dransman and Fenton in the ruck. Neither tap could gain any ascendancy. There be a stoppage. We'll normally get to see a few stoppages in the opening minutes of the rounds of footy we've seen this season so far. Mark to Conway and goal. Back in the middle of the ground. Tap won by Dransman. Baker back into the side today. Tackle taken to the ground. I was right. It was Matthew Brett who's coming off the Social Club wing. Thanks very much. Dransman won the tap out wide towards the only goal for the Devils. Back in the middle. We'll give that tap to Dransman, but all black and white if the ball will sit up for them. Callis got a favourable bounce to Conway. Back in the middle. Tap one again by Fenton. He's been okay. Inglis dispossessed. Chance here for Chapman. Taken to the ground. Umpire says, I'll have it. And you'll come up and ball it. Conway, he has 4. Melton South have 4. Darley 1 goal, 3, 9. They trail by 15 points. Callis out of the middle. Goes to Soccer. But he's
just the pressure of Melton South, at the source, Todd.
There's the ball up. Chance here for Jake Thornton Gillen with the clearance. Right foot kick gets inside 50. Darley's kicking's been okay.
Yeah, kicking okay, but, Aaron handballs out of packs, not finding anyone,
Yep, terrible. Chance here for Darley out of the congestion. I speak of Bradley Inglis, got the ball towards half.
55A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370 1478.
This quarter is proudly sponsored by Darley Bearing Supplies, Albert Street, Darley. Phone 53.
In this first 5 minutes.
Ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Dransman. Inglis in pursuit, but just gathered cleanly there was Callis, who was very good. Went inside 50. Yeah, the man in green wouldn't want that moment back. That's probably cost him a couple of votes in the BNF.
Well, they're sponsored by JB. One run over him now, I'll tell you. Not OPSM.
Ball up in the middle of the ground. Fenton wins the tap. Nearly the stoppage. He just spilled it at the crucial time. Baker over the ball. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Good pressure at ground level there by the youngster in Young. He's still over. Gee, he looks like his brother, doesn't he? Underway. It's Melton South who lead by 22 points. There's the ball up. Tap one by Dransman. Shark by Wyatt. Hurried kick towards half forward for the Panther. And Conway's had 8 of those.
Yep.
There's the ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Dransman. Ball goes to ground. Soccer out of the congestion by Baker. Got it to half forward. Clean gather was good there by Banner. Got the ball towards Cadman. Left foot kick. Chance here for the... Under duress there. He's off the ground now. We'll keep an eye on that, Fridge. They'll miss him as Conway goes into the middle with strength. Hand pass towards Sullivan, who was dispossessed. Ankrum now. Good strength. Hand pass. Bit of a turnover. We're back to 16 points. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Dransman. Coming off the wing was Bewley. Couldn't gather. Chance here for Spiteri through traffic. Got it towards Inglis. Needs to be quick. Dispossessed. Umpire let it go. Spiteri was good. Quick hands towards there. Forward 50 this afternoon. Here's the ball up. Fenton, we'll give him that one. Goes over the cricket pitch. Callis has got a turn of foot. Couldn't quite gather though. Young by hand. Fenton in this quarter, Vicky. Yeah, near 4 minutes remain. Fenton the fly. The Melton South player down. He might have got one where you don't want to get one. Chance here for Baker. Standing start. Hurried. Left foot.
Go down there 2 goals. Sometimes it can be cruel, this game, Todd.
Back in the middle of the ground. Only a couple of minutes. Siren sounds anyway, Fridge, to get this final term underway.
Good midfielders.
There's the ball up. Tap one by Fenton. Chance here for Baker. Went to ground. Couldn't gather. Inglis with strength went crashing through. Hand pass only as far as the centre circle. No ground view.
No wrap. He's got the 3 on the board now, Toddy.
Yeah, he's done his job. There's the ball up. Tap one by Vans into himself, then went searching by hand towards Thornton Gill, and he's tackled, bailed up there by Young, but managed to break 3 with strength. Hurried kick went along the in earnest. He stick with us. Apple 98.5 FM match of the round. Darley against Melton South. We've got a 13-point ball game. Out of the middle goes Callis. Tumbling foot kick inside 50 in the Conway direction. There's the ball up. Tap one by Dransman at ground level. Could have been a push there against Wyatt. The umpire said no. Baker. All right, we're back in the middle of the ground. It's Melton South with the commanding lead. They lead by 26. Chance here for Pendlebury. Concedes some ground by hand. Got it to Thornton Gillen, who got it to Lloyd.
How far?
What's he going to do? Right foot kick lowers the eye.
Made Darley catch up footy for the rest of the day.
Cadman into the ruck. Thornton Gillen won that tap to unrecognised ruckman. Baker got it towards Ankrum. Been better in the second half, Ankrum. Out wide towards Hanson. Just dropped it like a hot spot. 2 minutes to go in this final term. There's the ball up. Tap one by Cadman. Ball at Baker's feet. He gathers and then tackled, dispossessed. Mount South will run away with it here. But seconds will have a shot on goal. Leans back on the kick.
There.
Makes no mistake. Straight over the goal umpire's head. What a start.
He's a better fella on the run, I think, Todd, isn't he?
Inglis leans back on the kick. He's kicked a few over the journey. Good bit of work there on the goal line by heads up into the hands of Jake Thornton Gillett, who just kept running. Conway at the back takes the grab over the top of Bewley and runs into an open goal.
Well, I'm sure.
Conway directly in front. Leans back on the kick. He's got 3. Can you believe it? Melton South have 3. They're 3 straight.
You know, inside 50, getting to the arc and then getting back deep into the forward 50.
There's the boundary throw in. Pushed his ruckman under the footy like he did at the previous contest. So that was a horror handball. Chance here for Wyatt across the body. He's put it through. I think May has 4. Can he make it 5? For a blistering start from the Panthers. He leans back on the kick. Conway's got 5. The Panthers have got 6. South obviously watching too much golf this morning at the US Open.
He wants the thing the witches had with their rugby.
Hanson's done that a bit of training, just leans back on the kick, threads it through, makes 45-degree angle. Distance won't be a problem. Neither will accuracy. Look at that. It's an absolute sensational busy day. Is that what you're trying to say, Fridge? 7-4, 46 Melton South. Lead Darley 2-5, 17. And Banner makes no mistake. Let's hope for Inglis. He has 1. Leans back on the kick.
It's in.
Sound of the voices to the top of the square. Well done, youngster. Players fly, ball at ground level. Chance for Banner. Snap out of nowhere. He's got it. Banner's got the Devils back within 10 points here at Darley Park. He can play on, waste no time, goes out wide in the direction of White, takes a nice overhead mark, told to play on, and off he went. Now he can have a shot on goal. Oh, well, there's someone in the square. Will it sit for him? He doesn't even need that to happen because it rolls through for a goal. Wyatt's got his second. Top of the goal square, defensive goal square at that. Short kicks, Paul. Chance here for Inglis. Can he finish? He does! Turnover, goal to Inglis.
Brad.
The Panthers forwards. Good pressure here. Their pressure's gone up. White unmanned, 15 metres out from goal. Kick across the body. Makes no mistake. So Conway, from about 25 metres out from goal, acute angle, set sail for the judge. That's a beautiful kick. That's gone straight through the middle. Conway's got another one. It's Johnson, in fact, will it sit for him? Goes the thumb over the top towards Inglis, sits for him. Hair pass further field over the top to Banner. Snap over the shoulder.
Play of the day. Play of the day, Todd.
Oh, the Freddie fella for Darley, that's for sure. Kick goes forward. Big fly there was Johnson. Good competing there by the big fella. Kicked the ball across the body. Can this make a name?
Oh, you're guilty!
He'll have a deliberate shot on goal here from about 35. Approach is good. Set sail. He likes it. Conway's got his 8. He's got 8-4 if you don't mind.
So, like, opposition players should be awake to that if they lay a hand on him. Well,
he did it again, and then this time gave the hand pass over to White. Chip over the top, and White, right foot kick, goes in the Conway direction. He's got 3 to beat. Oh, don't tell me. He got that. Oh, my goodness. Conway's got 9. Got within 13 halfway through this final term. And have again been found wanting in the second half of a quarter, Darley. And Coots
Teo, 41 in the first couple of minutes, Todd.
Ball comes into play. The kick was good there from Jake Thornton Gill and found Pendlebury. Laconia this afternoon, I'm sure. As Callis brings the ball back into play. Straight to Pendlebury. Gave the ball towards Lloyd, who's normally good by foot. Got it to the... Pendlebury runs away. Kicks the ball towards half-back. Conway's pushed right up, but the kick didn't hit 4-10. They trail Melton South 4 goals straight, 24. We've been playing 18 and a half minutes first term. Pendlebury brings the ball back into play. Got caught on his right boot and just got a bit lost there, so he gave the ball back to Callis. Gets the ball towards half, bring the ball back into play. Goes short, kicks okay. Finds Baker. Got a handful of possessions in the opening quarter, just warming into the game. Goes short by foot. It's okay. Back to Collie. Goes into the Brett direction. They've had half a dozen disposals inside their own D50 here, the Devils. Risky kick. Oh, what a...
You got 2 arms, 2 legs,
Yep, just got to get a bit smarter somehow.
body and head, so I can't understand why they can't get someone that's of the same stature.
Collie, low kick. Reiki kick was a beauty.
Good kick.
Found Brett on the defensive 50. That was one of the kicks of the year.
My Hanson was coming across to try and, cut him off.
Brilliant. 6-4, 40, Melton South lead, Darley 2-4, 16.
He might have gone the netball course, got more shots than the goal attack.
2-5, 17. Trail Melton South 7-4, 46. So Pendlebury with a long raking left foot kick goes into the Dransford directs. It's a 22-point lead to the Panthers.
Like you said, Todd, they're not actually out of it, and they're not playing all that bad. It's just the silly little mistakes that they're making, the little turnovers that they make.
Thornton Gillen goes short to Callis. He goes by 37, Darley. Melton South 52. 15-point ball game. Lloyd runs his measure. Penetrating kick. Inside half forward. Conway sets himself. Got the 2. Darley a 5-7, 37. 16-point margin to the travelling Panthers this afternoon as Collie brings the ball back into play. High efficiency numbers, Collie, by foot this afternoon.
Yeah.
There's the kicks. And Sebastopol trails Sunbury by 3 goals. Ball to come back into play. It'll be Pendlebury. Runs his measure. Left foot kick to the running Theo. Well, it's... Collie brings the ball back into play. Kicks safe. Found Brett, who just chipped it over the top to the defensive 50, and found Inglis, who went further a few minute mark of the first quarter. She's been a pretty even game, but Conway's certainly been the difference. As Collie brings the ball back in, goes long down the middle to Johnson, the youngster goes. And South's 10-8. Panthers lead by 24.
Brett Long.
So Collie brings the ball back into play. Nearly an excellent...
Back Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt.
He said Conway.
Oh, fair dinkum.
You're getting too excited.
Oh. Anyway, the Conway show continues. Oh, he's that nearly in it. Known for his kick-in duties. Kick goes short. Finds Leonard, who concedes lateral by hand to Ward, who gets to the defensive 50. Right foot kick. It's a bit ginger to walk off as Cadman has ball in hand. Ward presents. Decides to go the longer option to Young. He's 1-on-1 here at the back. Kamara couldn't take the mark. Williams lent assistance. Did well. Hand passed the ball further afield, but it's all Melton. With the opener. Inglis with the reply for the Devils. Throw in. Ball at ground level. Opportunity here for round from the Darley goal. Out of side, forward pocket. There's the throw in. Fenton's tap was brilliant. Got it to Baker. Just dropped it, but umpire couldn't see that. Second disposal was good from Baker. Got it to Cadman on his left foot across the body for a time and send him out to the golf club. Boundary throw in. In front, there was Fenton. He's toiled manfully in the ruck, Fenton, in this first half.
So he must have copped an elbow to the rib or the chest.
Boundary throw in. Conway just pushes his opponent under the foot. He tried to have a snap out of the ruck, but missed his foot in the end.
In that contest, as he went over the boundary line, give a shove to one of the assistants there. Not intentional, though.
There's the boundary throw in the box. If you've just joined us, Melton South 4 goals, all to Conway. Lee Darley 1-4-10, the goal.
Inside 50, getting to the arc, and then getting back deep into the forward 50.
There's the boundary throw in. Pushed his ruckman under the footy like he did at the previous contest. Oh, that was a horror handball. Chance here for Wyatt across the body. God. He's put it through. I think round.
I don't think the rain's too far away, Tom.
No?
The lights might get on here shortly.
Oh, please. Opportunity here for Inglis again.
He's just got a little bit scrappy this quarter, Todd. It's not as free-flowing as it was in the first quarter.
Boundary throw in, tap one by Fenton, but the Panthers will get out of trouble.
Young fella Tanner, he's about 6'5", Todd. Whether he'll get a chance to have a go in the ruck, because he's on a bloke that's about 5'2" at the moment.
There's the boundary throw box.
Wyatt and Tanner are into it.
There's the ball up. Tanner on debut.
Yeah, he'd be happy. He'd be very proud man, Danny, today to have the chest out today.
Boundary throwing. That's a fair thump one by Dransford. Knocked it towards centre wing. Who's got numbers? Scrappy.
There's no sort of spirit in this game from Darley, Todd. You know, they just look like they need a bit of a spark to get them going.
His sixth goal was fortuitous, to say the least, with that free kick from the umpire.
If they could have, that had gone through for young Spiteri just then, and they hold them scoreless for the next 2 or 3 minutes and kick by hand and foot.
That's right. 24 minutes gone, second term. There's the throw-in. Conway just pushed Fenton out of the way. Went boundary side with the hand pass. Found Fino. Squaring kick. Was...
whether at the break of the 28 days, but it'll be interesting when they get to the last quarter who's got the intestinal fortitude and that little bit of fitness. Might be the one that wins out on the day, Todd.
30 metres away from the Darley goal. They're pressing the Devils. Tap one by Fenton. Over the back, the Major couldn't gather. Pendlebury hurried kick. The reward for playing in front there was good. Sullivan. There's the throw-in.
They've been inside 50 once.
Fenton knocks the ball in front, hoping to find Spiteri. He can't. 50-50 ball on here. Devils win out. Right for the infamous Social Club stand that won't be there in 12 months' time, I'm told. Pendlebury goes to soccer. Gets the ball to true centre wing. Social Club will sit for Baker. Third time lucky, gathered, and 25 metres around from their goal.
They've just had as many scoring shots as what Melton South have had.
Fenton grabbed it out of the ruck, just kicked the ball over the head. It's like he was kicking for touch, really, wasn't it?
Yep.
So there's the throw-in. Fenton at the back, Dransford at the front. We'll give that to Fenton, but it only went as far as Lloyd. Concedes and ran by hand, got it to Lee after quarter time.
And we'll give him a wrap.
There's the boundary throw-in. Fenton is trying hard all day. Hacked forward kick there from Aki. Darley coach's box as the ball comes back into play. Umpire, central and boundary just waxing on and waxing off with the football in the opening few minutes. They've certainly been in the best in this final quarter. Not much.
Just pay a free kick.
Give us
Keep the
something.
game on. Keep the game going.
Boundary throw-in on half forward. Let's see whether we can manufacture something. Gets to half back here. Well, it's sit for Collie. It does, but he lets his man go as they break away from clearance here. The Panthers, they go forward one-on-one. Conway.
So, opposition players should be awake to that. If they lay a hand on him, well...
He did it again, and then this time gave the hand pass over to White. Tip over the top and win of the season. They lead Darley by 28 points. Ballarat have hit the front against East Point. Ballarat 69, lead East Point 65.
Coming out of the jungle, Josh Gibson.